What's going on, my fellow A-Plusers? Welcome back once again to a brand new episode of A-Plus Hero Report. We wanted to go ahead and give you a new video today as we wind up getting some brand new information that wind up dropping in regards to the upcoming Marvel Studios film, Spider-Man 3, guys. There's been a ton of movement certainly going on this film, some huge announcements, and we definitely have a brand new announcement for you guys to certainly talk about. Listen, guys, as always, it is I, your host, Adam Perez, back with another episode here where we break down your Marvel, DC, television, and movie news, ladies and gentlemen. So the big article that wind up dropping for us earlier on today is that we have yet another addition to Spider-Man 3. That's right. It's actually coming to us from The Hollywood Reporter, letting us know that Benedict Cumberbatch has officially joined Spider-Man 3 as Doctor Strange. So it looks as though we're going to be getting ourselves a new addition to Spider-Man 3. To kind of go and break down this article a little bit more, it says the move puts Cumberbatch in the mentor role that was previously occupied by Robert Downey Jr.'s Tony Stark and Samuel L. Jackson's Nick Fury. So it says the good and strange doctor has been caught in the spider's web. Benedict Cumberbatch is putting on a cloak of levitation and will reprise Marvel supernatural hero Doctor Strange for the latest Spider-Man movie installment starring Tom Holland and being made by Sony Pictures and Marvel Studios. It says the move puts Cumberbatch in the mentor role. It does say here the role gives Holland a chance to play opposite season actors, gives Peter Parker a father figure, and gives the movies extra star power while also tying them to the greater MCU. Now, it does say here that this Spider-Man project already has some unexpected ties going forward, as in bringing back Jamie Foxx as Electro, which we just talked about on APlus Hero Report this week. So it does say here having Strange as part of Marvel, as part of Spider-Man may help explain the returning Electro. Cumberbatch is about to begin shooting a Doctor Strange sequel, Into the Multiverse of Madness, which will explore alternate realities, and some speculate therein lies the cross section. So as of right now, Marvel and Sony currently had no comment on this matter at all. So guys, this movie continues to get bigger and bigger. If the announcement of Jamie Foxx last week coming back as Electro didn't excite you, I'm pretty sure that this announcement certainly does. So I just want to go ahead and give my thoughts in regards to it, the good and the bad in regards to this. And I'm pretty sure we'll talk a little bit more about this article on APlus Hero Report. Again, remember guys, Sunday live at 11 a.m. Central Time. I believe Indy along with Stuart are both going to go ahead and host this weekend's episode because I'm not going to be here live on Sunday, unfortunately. So wanted to go ahead and give my thoughts out. So let me get to the bad first here in regards to this. I'm a huge Benedict Cumberbatch fan. I loved him in Sherlock. I love him in anything that this guy touches, to be honest with you. His role as Doctor Strange continues to certainly grow on me. And I think after his impressive outing from Infinity War and even Endgame, he definitely has become even a more popular character. So if there's any tentpole character in the Marvel Studios that we've seen from the previous phases that'll probably have a bigger role going forward, it's definitely going to be Doctor Strange. And listen, Doctor Strange, the idea of him playing a pivotal role makes sense, right? There were rumors and speculations that WandaVision will probably tie into the Doctor Strange movie, right? So he's also going to have his own solo film and also popping up here in Spider-Man 3. The only downside that I see to having Benedict reprise his role as Doctor Strange in this film is I'm personally a little bit over the mentorship role, to be quite honest with you. I don't really recall Spider-Man in the comic books having that many mentors, if you will. I mean, I'm sure that he has in his day, don't get me wrong. But the way that they've utilized Spider-Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe has always made me feel like they haven't let him grow his wings or let his wings out and just be a free individual person to kind of deal with his own problems. He's always had somebody like a Tony Stark to give him advice or be there as a father figure. He's always had Nick Fury, if you will, from the previous film, kind of watching his back, right? So the idea of having Doctor Strange in here it kind of hinders what I really feel Peter Parker can be, because I feel like in the MCU wise, they've really halted Spider-Man's genius, if you will. The idea that Spider-Man, despite the fact that he is in high school in the comic books when he first starts out, is technically a genius in his own right. I mean, you could put him up with the likes of a Tony Stark. I don't want to say going as far as Reed Richards, but I mean, goodness, Peter Parker in the comic books literally went out and made himself an entire tech division, okay, that he was the president and creator of. So Spider-Man and Peter Parker have the smarts to certainly do things on their own. So the idea of yet another mentor kind of bogs it down at the idea that we can't just let Spider-Man have his own movie, right? We got to plug in some of the other Marvel cinematic characters. So that's really my only downside to that. The good side to this that I will say is that, this does kind of harken me back a little bit to the classic comic book team-ups, if you will. Doctor Strange and Spider-Man were always, I don't want to say linked at the hip, but they definitely always had sort of a very familiar relationship in the comic books. Plenty of team-ups, plenty of bumping into one another, if you will. I mean, they're both out of New York, right? So it's certainly bound to happen. So this definitely does give me that very classic sort of Spider-Man and Doctor Strange sort of team-up, and I really am looking forward to that. I don't know how big of a role Benedict is certainly going to play, so I hope he doesn't overtake the film. I'm pretty sure that, like the other movies, this will still be a Spider-Man movie first and foremost, but if anything, maybe we get the same amount of screen time for Doctor Strange that we did get with, say, a Tony Stark. I don't think it's personally needed, but I'm also not going to say get Doctor Strange out of my movie, if that makes sense, right? So I do think that there will be a fun sort of team-up element to this. And also, guys, the one thing that even this article points out here is that, considering the fact that the next Doctor Strange movie that's going to be filming is literally called Into the Multiverse of Madness, we also see from WandaVision's trailer that she's out here creating realities and universes of her own, really tapping into power that it seems that she either didn't know or is just really getting into the depths of what she can certainly do. It would not surprise me if this is the connection to Jamie Foxx returning as Electro. When we just did APlus Hero Report this past weekend, I was talking with Stuart, and one of the things that I said was I'm really leaning towards the idea that the Electro that we're going to be having coming into Spider-Man 3 is going to be the one from The Amazing Spider-Man 2, maybe in some way pulled out of that particular world, right? There are rumors and theories speculating that maybe he didn't get destroyed at the end, but was actually sent to another dimension or whatever the case may be. I really would like that idea, to see that maybe something that's happened in the Doctor Strange movie in regards to the multiverse has now sort of affected what's going on in Spider-Man 3. I mean, we've already seen Sony Pictures kind of creating their own Spider-Verse, tapping into that with the Miles Morales Into the Spider-Verse movie also. So I'm pretty sure that that's probably going to give them the opportunity to really expand this multiverse theory and this Spider-Man verse, this Spider-Verse concept also, and I have a feeling that this is really going to kind of all tie itself together. So I think Doctor Strange is in here not just for a friendly team up and a mentorship, but maybe might explain the returning Electro being reprised, I should say, by Jamie Foxx from The Amazing Spider-Man 2. So maybe it's all coming together. We certainly don't know. Again, that's simply just my speculation. But what's not speculation, ladies and gentlemen, is that Benedict Cumberbatch is joining Spider-Man 3 as Doctor Strange. So I cannot wait. This was already a movie I was looking forward to, but with all the announcements that we're getting, it's looking like it's turning into something I wasn't expecting, and I'm definitely here for it. But ladies and gentlemen, these are just my A-plus opinions. At the end of the day, though, I definitely want to go ahead and know yours. Now that you know that Benedict Cumberbatch is coming back as Doctor Strange for the next Spider-Man film, I want to know, how do you think he's certainly going to be involved? What do you think his role is going to be? Do you like the idea of him coming back? Certainly let me know your thoughts in the comment section box below. And of course, we'll certainly see you guys later on this Sunday for A-plus Hero Report at 11 a.m. Central Time. So feel free, guys, hit that subscribe button. Follow us here if you certainly like to. If you want to go ahead and also follow us on social media, you can do so right here at A-plus Opinions. We're going to be on Facebook, which is our hub, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch for you gamers as well, ladies and gentlemen. So until next time, do me a big favor, please. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and of course, keep it A+. I'll talk to you later. Bye.